need to hear it 2 weeks in a row. I side with Kyle because the song sucks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had a couple other songs that were decent.
Is hot garbage.
It sucks.
It is the worst piece of musical literature I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's like a show that just takes 3 or 4 episodes to get into it. And then you get into it and you're like,
Did you know we're doing something where some people don't have 3 or 4 15-minute segments that we do to get used to it?
Yeah, so you just need to listen to the song 3
So
or 4 times.
you're willing to throw away segments. Thanks, Brad.
No,
Thanks for
I'm
trying to
saying,
throw away my career,
I'm
Brad.
not going to take up the precious airwaves that is not.
You did 2 weeks in a row.
Well, I challenge KBN Nation. Listen to it a couple more times.
We don't challenge you. Brad is challenging you. We do not.
Let's do it a couple more times.
We do not associate ourselves with Brad. We are getting suggestions on the Carbless Talk and Text line for your favorite Friday, actually good vibe songs. Unlike Bradley, we can go through them. It can't be worse than what Brad has. 800
DJ Strove.
I'm gonna kill you already.
This is it. This is what happened last week. Thursday we were good, but then last week he did that. He did what he does, and Ben, I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. I was like, I don't know how to get this back on.
I'll make sure that we at least move forward by continuing to get suggestions from KBN Nation to play good music. That being said, Brad, you are banned from ever mentioning that song again. And I need you to tell me the dilemma that you are in with your family, because I feel like the Nortman household is at the biggest crossroads it's ever been at. You're keeping secrets from Lexi. You guys are fighting about what to do on the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, big crossroads here, guys. Big crossroads. We're trying to figure out our plan for Saturday, and we've got the boys, and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with them. And the idea of going to the zoo. It's supposed to be nice out, 60s tomorrow. Let's go. And so I bring up that, hey, maybe we go to the zoo. I love the zoo, guys. I love going to the zoo. I love going to the zoo as a kid. I love going as an adult. I think the animals are fascinating, fun environment. However, there's a deep philosophical divide in the Norman household. Lexi, the first lady of the Norman estate.
I thought you guys were in lockstep for everything you do.
We have found our area of contention.
Your kryptonite is the zoo?
She thinks that it is inhumane. She thinks these animals are locked up in a cage. How would you like to be locked up in a cage, Brad? And I was like, I don't like that very much. So she doesn't like going to the zoo. She doesn't like seeing the animals. She thinks it's depressing. She gets really weird about it. I'm trying to convince her, no, going to the zoo is beautiful. It's like a country club for animals.
Oh, wow.
They get
Country club.
They get fed. They get rest. There's no threat of being devoured or starvation on a daily basis. So I was like, that's pretty nice living. I don't know about you. So I don't know.
Brad's like, it reminds me of my everyday life when I go to the zoo.
It's pretty cush. It's a pretty cush life. Not too far from mine. So
this can't be a real conversation.
No, it's for real. Like I'm driving, trying to get Lexi to go to the zoo tomorrow, and she's trying to figure out anything else for us to do outside except for the zoo.
So I'll say this: I do like the zoo, and when I had little Wallace,
I love the zoo.
When I had little Wallace babies, I'm gonna take them to the zoo.
Yeah,
but I'm with Team Lexi on this. To think that these zoos ain't inhumane. Can you imagine, Brad, being locked in the studio? This is the studio. And we know what we have in our studio? People can see us all the time. And imagine, Brad, if all you did for your whole life was walk back and forth inside this studio, back and forth. Imagine, Brad, because I know you, Brad. You get here around 12:57. And you leave here around 5:02. You go to the bathroom, you say peace, you out of here. Now, Brad, for how fast you get up out of here, you jet up out of here. I cannot believe you are thinking that them animals wouldn't want to jet up out that zoo just one time to see what life is like. All the stuff that they mama and they daddy done told them about the legends of wild animals. How my memories, for some reason, I just see this world where I see Simba, I see Mufasa, I see all these animals, Rafiki, Zafiki, whatever his name is. They think that's just an imagination. No, that was what they were born into originally. They're speaking to their old ancestors, Brad. You are trying to deprive animals of having freedom. I cannot believe you like zoos.
But he's also the person who just said, yeah, I'm going to bring the baby Wallaces to the zoo.
You're going to support
So you're a fraud.
Hey.
Another fraudulent Kyle example.
Imprisonment that you're talking about, you're going to support it.
Hey, listen. I can't control what these zoos do. If the zoo's going to be here, I got to make sure I'm going. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment, but I'm not saying I believe in it. I'm just saying, like, hey,
it's
nice to see a monkey
going. Because you're right, this studio
is
a
zoo.
Glass wall.
Imagine you never could leave.
However, it's that, or the alternative is I get airdropped naked in Alaska and need to survive. That is the equivalent. To these animals are dealing with. I would rather
When you said airdropped, I think we all went to the iPhone technology.
Yeah, I did.
mean,
yeah.
The
And then he
alternative
threw in
is I have
naked.
to go to Alaska and try to survive.
Brad.
I would rather take every single second of my life in this studio
Brad.
than go to Alaska and say survive. I wouldn't last that long.
Silver Spoon Boy is showing strong right now. Brad, you do realize people survive every day in life. That's what you do. If you got dropped butt naked inside of Alaska, you know what you would do? You would go, "Sir, I'm naked. Can I have some clothes? Sir, can I have a job?"
That's not possible.
What do you mean it's not possible?
These animals' existence would otherwise be in the Serengeti being fear of eating every day.
That's what they do. They run in packs. They run in groups. They live together. They have families, Brad. They eat grass. They eat other animals. That's just what the circle of life is. Yeah, they're being fed at the zoo, but they're being locked in cages. I can't believe you don't think it's inhumane. Those animals are legitimately going crazy.
800-990-3776. I guess Kyle is now a zoo psychiatrist.
I saw a gorilla eat his own poop. They don't do that in the wild. The gorilla
sure?
He's delirious. He didn't know he ate his own poop. He's like, what am I doing? He's crazy. He has mental health problems. Y'all talking about, I'm telling y'all. Y'all think y'all laughing. Y'all saw the video. That ain't normal.
800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. Let's go to Dan and Maguanago. You're up on the Carbless Talking text line.
Kyle, do you by any chance have high blood pressure?
Actually, my blood pressure is phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
You're going to if you keep up doing what you're doing. Anyhow, I know it is sad to see those animals in cages, but in the long run, they're a little safer there than they would be in the wild where people would be trying to kill them.
Dirty
Powerful.
knows.
Powerful.
Dirty knows. She gets it.
Yeah, I'm sure if an animal went outside the zoo, they would be like, "Oh my gosh, this is life." I just can't believe y'all want to be in captivity. You know what, Dirty D? I love you. So you know what I want you to do? I want you to join us on Kyle, Bruston, Nortman, and I want you to spend a week inside the studio. I'll feed you water. I'll feed you some meat. You can't cook it. It's going to be uncooked meat. I'm going to feed you meat, but you can't leave the studio for a week and everybody can just walk by and see it.
James the postman chimes in. This really has those Vladimir Nortman vibes again.
Oh, wow.
Poor Lex.
Listen, I'm not the one signing off on the animal. It's just like Kyle. He's trying to distance himself but enjoy it. I'm saying I at least enjoy it.
Strofe, did you get a good recommendation from KBN Nation on the Carbless Talking text line for a Friday theme of good music compared to Brad's trash?
Well, if we're going to call it something, let's call it what it's called. It's the Friday turn up. Not turning up like Brad, turning with a G.
Yeah, turning up.
Like turning up like Brad tried to do last week. No. Kyle, Benny, myself, we're going to turn up on a Friday. We're participating in the Friday turn up, and we want to hear from KBN Nation. We've got great suggestions.
And Brad has nothing to do with any of this the rest of the show.
Brad will have nothing to do
What
with
if I
any of
sneak
this.
one in and
Nope.
you guys can
You
tell
lost.
if it's
We'll be able to
Brad or
tell
not?
right away.
Brad, you could come back here and attempt to run the equipment back here. That's the only way you're getting a song on the air.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's an invitation.
Brad, he struggled. You struggled with something yesterday.
You what?
You struggled with something with technology yesterday. I don't think you.
What did I struggle with?
I don't know.
This is the same man whose laptop he only uses a third of the screen. Because the other 2/3 is
Yeah,
black.
fix
But
it,
now the whole thing's black. I gotta get it fixed.
So you just don't have a laptop, right?
Yeah, only the work laptop.
Hey, me too. I can't
Hey.
believe you live like me, man. That's crazy. Except for the house.
Yeah, like, it's pretty crazy. You two are just two peas in a pod.
We are.
Kyle, we just see the world
We
the same
are.
way.
The
We live
BOGO
divided
boys.
If I
versus-
ever
The buy
got-
one, get one free boys.
Yeah.
If I ever got fired, I got that email. I need to go to a special office. I'm gonna say, listen, before y'all do it, let me just grab some stuff off this computer. Just grab some stuff.
What do you have on your computer?
I mean, I'd search. You know.
Wait.
But you got to clear your search history?
No, not search. I
You're
have.
saving
He
private.
said search?
Yeah, I got some couple things.
Wait,
on
hold
here.
on. The
I
difference
download-
is I don't use this for anything but work. Are you doing like personal things on the computer?
Yeah, I mean, if I need to type up something, I'll type up something. It has Word. Word ain't cheap.
Word ain't cheap.
It's not.
Microsoft Word ain't cheap.
And they changed to a subscription.
I'm done with
they
these
make
guys.
you
That's
pay
what I'm saying,
every
ain't
year.
cheap.
It's
Cheapo's
crazy.
already out, Strofe.
And
Get me
Google
out of
Docs
here.
ain't It.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
I was like, it's the 414 hour at 4.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the kid who like got picked on the sports team. I was like, "Oh, you want me? No way!" Because all last week, it was so much fun to do that, and I was like, "Well, I guess it's back to Kyle doing it now." And when you said, "Want to do it with me?" I was like, "Oh yeah, let's do it."
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. You remember the moments from that magical March.
Side Decker. It's a three. Got it!
On June 26th, celebrate the squad with Made 'em Believe. A special night with Bo Ryan, Frank Kaminsky, and Sam Decker.
Here's Kaminsky. The drop stab. That's his favorite. And the two.
Presented by Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Potosi Varsity Ale, and Potosi Hard Seltzer. Tickets are on sale now at UWHoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe. June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Brewers baseball is here. Time to pick your Brewers games and get back to the ballpark for tailgate traditions and walk-off wins. Don't miss any of the big games or the superstars. And come back for the best giveaways. Where else would you want to be? Brewers tickets for the 2025 season are on sale now. That's every game all summer long. Get on board for the show today. Grab your seats at brewers.com/ticket finder.
What's up, guys? We're back this year with my annual Home Plate charity concert presented by American Family Insurance. We'll be at the Pabst Theater on April 17th with performances from the Goo Goo Dolls and the Nicotine Dolls. Proceeds will benefit Live Like Lou, Visit Milwaukee, and the Brewers Community Foundation. There are sponsorship opportunities and tickets on sale now, so click the link in my bio to check it out, and I'll see you there.
Christian Yelich's Home Plate Charity Concert, presented by American Family Insurance, April 17th at the Pabst Theater. Get your tickets now at visitmilwaukee.org/Yelich.
Nestled along the shores of Lake Michigan, the Knickerbocker Hotel offers a timeless escape in the heart of Milwaukee. Immerse yourself in the rich history of this iconic landmark where charm meets modern luxury. Picture yourself enjoying breathtaking lake views, luxurious rooms, and dining at one of the finest restaurants in the city. Whether you're visiting for a weekend getaway or a special occasion, the Knickerbocker promises an unforgettable experience. Your perfect stay awaits at the Knickerbocker Hotel. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockeronthelake.com.
She's different and special and loaded with personality.
And there's one more thing, but you can't explain it in words.
She's the one.
She's the one.
The one.
You know it.
Your friends know it.
The whole world knows it.
We curated a special selection of engagement rings for her.
Can you guess what we call it?
We call it the One Collection by Kessler's.
Because these engagement rings are different.
And special.
And loaded with personality.
And one more thing. But you can't explain it in words.
Engagement rings in the One Collection start at just $725.
But some of them are more.
A lot more.
But we've got you covered.
First, we have 12 months financing at 0%. Or
second, we have 36 months financing at 9.99%, both with approved credit.
Third, we have second chance financing if you need someone to give you a second chance.
And don't forget the Kessler's warranty.
The strongest warranty of any jewelry store in the world.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
This is the Friday Turn Up on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Another day, another dollar. Kyle, how you feel about it? I'm a big Jeezy fan. Seen It All would have been my choice today. Jeezy and Jay-Z.
I believe this was James the Postman on the Cargless Talking Text line.
I like Jeezy. Shout out to James the Postman. We all love Jeezy the Snowman.
Dude, I like this song.
You know who that is?
You said a lot of stuff that I didn't even understand.
Jeezy the Snowman. You know who Young Jeezy is?
I know of him, yes.
Why are you acting so defensive?
Yeah, that didn't sound very confident. Somebody who makes stuff up in live.
I know the song. Is this Jeezy?
Oh, yeah, you don't know Jeezy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. I'm not here to.
Is this
no.
Jeezy
No,
and
we're not.
Survivor. Look at my boy
I
Brad
know my stuff.
getting some points
This
back.
is Akon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Akon.
Akon.
It is.
Me on the block, sitting on the top, yeah. Guess I'm a rider.
All right, who's next on the
Good choice.
Friday?
I'm turning up right now.
Friday turn up for Brad Nortman continues with your text 800-990-3776.
This is why we couldn't let Ben send any music. He didn't know this one. Ben doesn't know Turn Up.
I know the song.
Walkman.
On your
my Sony CD player. It's a Walkman,
yeah,
right?
maybe, yeah.
That was prior to the iPod Shuffle.
I thought this came out.
This came out in the
This is like
iPod era.
2004, no?
iPod.
Yeah,
iPods were until 2006, I want to say.
Oh, you know what? Maybe because I had the MP3 player
I guess
before
05
that. So.
I got my first iPod.
Oh, wow.
Is that late?
No, ahead of the curve.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
I believe I got the one in color, too.
A nice upbringing. Let's just put it that way.
Boy, oh, boy.
We'll continue to cipher through these text messages to pick a song each segment requested by KBN Nation.
Coming in like that?
Coming in,
All
yeah.
right.
People want their voices heard.
I like this one, DJ Strofe.
800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line for your song suggestions throughout the show. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. Alex Strofe running the show. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And, I saw Homer do something on the Homer Hour from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, and I think he's on to something, and we've all talked about it. Kyle's on to something. Maybe Kyle's on to something. But the Packers aren't known as, like, a physically tough, like, nasty football team. They're just not, and that's okay. All teams are built differently. But I think it might be time that they need a little more nasty in them. Here's what Tucker Kraft had to say about his mentality.
Just getting the respect from the guys on the team because they know that, you see plays all over the field where I just get absolutely wrecked. Yeah. And I get up as fast as I can. I throw the ball to the official, and I'm trying to get to the huddle. It's just that mentality, un-F-withable. Yeah, is what we would say. Just don't let anybody, get in your head, steal trap.
Nice little media laughs from our team, Jim, Matt, and Molly, 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN Madison with Tucker Kraft. I always have been of the mindset when playing sports. I love the you never let them know they got you mentality. Mm-hmm. You get knocked down, you don't let them know that they got you. Because then it just irritates them even more. They're like, how come I can't get in this guy's head? And now you're in their head. Yeah. You just got to continue to lead with toughness and confidence. I know it's coming from a softie like myself, but it was part of the mindset you had to have playing for Bo Ryan. Like you could never let them know they got you. And that's what I loved. Even though he would make fun of me for being a quote-unquote country clubber, even though he plays more golf than anyone I know in my lifetime. He said, you're a country clubber I'd take on my team anytime. And I love that from Tucker Kraft. And what I'm learning is I want him to be a captain. Like, he needs to be. He leads with actions and words, right? It's one thing for him to say it, but we all see the Tucker Kraft on the field that's blocking guys, pushing guys over when he catches it in space with a little stiff arm. Like, he leads with confidence and with swag and with toughness, and he just doesn't say it, he backs it up. And they need more of that. We need a little bit more sassiness like Kyle likes his women from the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, wow. Sassy like I like my women. Hey. This is the thing about Tucker Kraft. That comment right there, that just reinforced the mindset that we already knew he had, but I absolutely will. You can't mess with me. You can't shake me. You can never let me sweat because I am always going to come at you. And I love that all-in mentality that he has. That's why I'm all in on Tucker Kraft. Like you said, Ben, being the vocal leader for this football team, the Green Bay Packers, and what Goody looks like he's trying to do. I'm going to give y'all a little insight of what I think he's trying to do. He's looking for tough guys. This Green Bay Packer football team, they have the talent, right? But they need more edge. Mike Daniels talked about it 2 years ago. This Packer team, they're missing a little bit of They're missing some of those dudes who could be dogs. Some of them dudes that say, get up off me. And that's why I like having a Tucker Kraft being a vocal leader of the football team. Because what we know, Jordan Love ain't it. That ain't this. That's not his thing. Right? It's out of character for Jordan Love to try to get in people's faces. That's not his thing. But guess what? He going to have some dogs around him. Tucker Kraft to get into your face. But then on top of that, you think about that offensive line. I just did some research. Aaron Banks. We all know about Aaron Banks, right? Brand new
just
Green Bay
signed
Packers
from
guard.
the 49ers guard.
And we already know Elton Jenkins has a little attitude to him. He'll get into a fight. He's gotten some penalties before. Sean Ryan also plays with a little bit of attitude. I was doing some research about the mentality that Aaron Banks have, and this is what Aaron Banks said. He says, I love being able to, as Harry Houston would say in college, you move a man from point A to point B against his will. Banks enjoys the challenge of going up against defensive players and exerting his will despite their best efforts. Those are the guys that we need. We need guys who absolutely love putting their hands on somebody, on another man, and putting them into the ground and getting up and saying, let's do it again. So having that wall right there of having Aaron Banks, who has that tough mentality, and then having Jenkins at center having that tough mentality, and if Sean Ryan wins that position, we know he's a dog too. Having those three dudes right there, ain't nobody touching our quarterback. If somebody hits your quarterback late, one of them three dudes is going to grab off, and then you're going to have Tucker Kraft as well. The Green Bay Packers found a swag last year on defense with Xavier McKinney and you already know Jair Alexander, even though he got hurt. But we had some swag, and we saw that defense turn around last year. They played with more passion, and it had positive results. Now this team needs to get some more dogs in them, and Tucker Kraft, Aaron Banks, and Elton Jenkins will lead the way this year.
Obviously, Kyle very fired up and giving some good passion right now. It's really hard to transition to hearing you talk about Aaron Banks and the dog that he has in him, and then turning it over to our very white Brad Nortman from Lake Country.
Brad got some dog in him. He saw Cam.
No, nobody would confuse me with Tucker Kraft or Aaron Banks, that's for sure. But I can talk about what I felt like on the team, the pulse of the team when you have a guy like that. Because during my time in Carolina, Jacksonville, even with University of Wisconsin, every great team I was ever a part of had guys like that. Like guys were like in a fight, they kind of like being punched in the face. Like there's part of them that have a little bit of crazy, a little bit of screws loose. And I think when you have those guys on the team, it doesn't have to be a quarterback, right? Some of the great quarterbacks in the NFL, they got some dog in them. Jordan Love isn't that guy. I'm okay with that. But you need some guys on the team like Tucker Kraft. I even think of guys like, Josh Jacobs. He's got a little bit in him, like likes the hit.
He wants
somebody tell him, come on.
He points. You want some of this?
Yeah,
it's going to hurt you more than me.
Doesn't feel like he's even in the game until he gets hit. So I do think from when I had guys like that in Carolina, whether it be Steve Smith or Luke Kuechly or Jalen Ramsey with the Jags, there are guys that are just like objectively dogs. And what does that do to a team? It never feels like you're out of it. I feel like so many times during the Aaron Rodgers years, or even recently, if the Packers got down, they just sort of had no emotional team spirit to be like, let's get back into it. That is really
true in that Rodgers time period with Matt LaFleur.
They would get down, they would fold.
They would just give up.
Who is the dog that's going to grab everybody else by the collar, and when everyone else sees him, getting like, oh, dang, this dude is still in it. Let's all follow suit. It's contagious. If you don't have dogs, that's contagious. If you do have dogs, that is also contagious. But I feel like that's plagued the Packers, and I do feel like a welcome change would help this team.
And the biggest thing is that there's one thing to be a vocal leader and be a dog, but you got to have a play that backs it up. When you talk about Xavier McKinney, the reason why the team can play with passion and follow behind Xavier McKinney is because that talk that he walked it as well on the field, right? They talk about walk it like I talk it. That's exactly what Xavier McKinney did. Tucker Kraft, he earned everybody respect in that locker room and all of the fan base because he was a dude and he was a dog on the football field. Josh Jacobs, he can get on this. He can go around during this offseason talking about number one wide receiver. Why? Because he did his job last year.
Nobody questions the effort of what he does.
Nobody. And when you have that type of energy like Brad said, and you said you lived it, the Green Bay Packers, I see the vision, Goody. I disagree with not having an explosive wide receiver. I disagree with us not getting a pass rusher, but I do like the fact that you sign Aaron Banks, who we know can be a dog. The fact that we have Tucker Kraft, Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney. These dudes got something that we thought this team was missing. They were missing edge. They were missing identity. Now we got a couple kids in there. Hell, Goody, you know what? Draft a dog. I know I said I don't want somebody with a little bit of an edge, right? You know what? If somebody's a little bit of a troublemaker and might push people on the football field, might have some issues.
I'm glad you're on that side now.
Remember Jalen Carter, even though he had off the field thing, but even he got into it with his coaching staff sometimes. I want somebody like that. Somebody you can reel in, but out there that might be grabbing people. We need some dogs. We need some bullies.
Well, even Edgerrin Cooper, he's got a little bit of edge, a little bit of a missile to him where it's just, I'll throw my head in there. I don't care.
Yeah,
be careful with the head now. We need his head.
Yeah, true. Protect your head.
Well, we get a chance to see what they're going to do. I mean, I'm all for it, and I'm all for everything Kyle's saying right now. It's almost like You know, this whole
come on, Brad.
No, man. What do you mean? That's a punting dog.
It's a lot of barks per minute.
No, you gotta get your wow.
You're like a dog that you could have picked up and punted 50 yards down the field.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Brad. Get it from the...
Not bad, actually.
Verizon's giving you a chance to see what's going to happen in this draft experience in Green Bay. 10 lucky winners are going to win tickets to the first day of the 2025 NFL Draft in Green Bay, including round-trip car service from Milwaukee, hotel accommodations, plus access to the Verizon Lounge. We're going to be taken care of like a first-round pick. Don't miss your chance to win the ultimate draft experience powered by Verizon. Limited time left to sign up. You got to get this. We talked to Andy Brady, the market president of the Great Lakes region of Verizon. You might even be really, really close to the NFL draft stage with that Verizon partnership. Hurry to select Verizon retail locations to enter by April 13th. Get there. Going to win an awesome prize. You have a chance to if you do. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of Wisconsin or Illinois, age 21 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official contest rules, go to ESPN Wisconsin Contests.com. Strofe, you got a suggestion from KBN Nation?
DJ Strofe.
Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
The comments were so mean, but they also were kind of funny.
Wait, I didn't see the comments.
They said popcorn back in middle school must have been tough.
Please don't pick me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Save big money on everything now at Menards. For all your outdoor storage needs, Aero Storage Products has you covered with metal sheds that come pre-cut and pre-drilled for quick and easy assembly. Made with galvanized steel to offer lasting protection and look good for years to come. Plus, don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
There's a winning magic powering up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This April, prepare for an exciting quest to $300,000 in the Enchanted Spins Slot Tournament. Just conjure your rewards card and play slots to earn drawing entries. Each Thursday, 60 winners will compete for thousands in cash and prizes. Let your journey begin with Enchanted Spins, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your team, your favorite players, and another chance to chase history. Experience the next level energy at Fiserv Forum as the Milwaukee Bucks make their 9th consecutive postseason appearance. Don't miss a second of the most exciting matchups, epic buzzer beaters, and high-stakes postseason moments. Secure your seats for the Bucks playoffs, presented by BMO. Get in on the action at bucks.com/playoffs. That's bucks.com/playoffs.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 7 to 15-ounce selected varieties Rana pasta or sauce, 2 for $8. 6-count selected varieties Bay's English muffins, 2 for $6. 10 to 13-ounce selected varieties Marie Calendar bowls or small pot pies, 2 for $5. 12-ounce selected varieties Cremette egg noodles, 2 for $4.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers. Safe.
Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Who do we credit this one to, Strofe, on the Carbless Talk and Text line?
This is from Steve and Stevens Point.
Oh, you told somebody from Stevens Point, I see, huh?
I didn't tell anybody.
No, we are trying to get the taste of KBN Nation. 800-990-3776.
No judgment here.
Carbless Talk and Text line.
What is this?
All
This is Van
bump
Halen.
backs are courtesy of KBN Nation today. So if you want to hear your song heard, text it in, 800-990-3776. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
All right, now Van Halen, they're a classic rock
Turn it up.
band, yeah. Right, you don't seem as turned up to it.
I am internally. It's not like as much of a like objective head bobber.
I'm
It's
sure
more
there's
of like it's more of like pure energy.
They have probably a more turn up song than this.
I don't mind.
Like this.
Stroh's playing the air drums.
Yeah, he's the only one doing
I
it.
got it there.
You probably heard the song "Jump."
Yeah, this is
right?
pretty good. I don't mind
That's a
it.
Van Halen song.
It's a great tune.
It's a little bit too fast. I need a little bit more beat.
Oh my gosh.
I need more down, down, ba-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-da-da. Something like that.
Was that a real song?
He was doing like the Fox NFL song.
I couldn't tell what he was doing.
It kind of was. It kind of was. I just need a little bit more guitar, bass, like heavy. This was a little bit too going too fast.
Your mind is incredible.
But
It's
I
hard.
love Stevens Point and Stevens.
I love Stevens Point and Van Halen.
Shout out to the pointers like this guy.
Is it going to be a good becoming relevant, Strofe?
That's going to be pretty good today.
All right, good.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
I got two things from you, and they are very different. One of them has to do with the NBA. One of them has to do with life. Which one would you like first?
Well, which do we think is going to be better?
I think life will be better.
I feel like you've done the NBA in becoming relevant, and like we're never.
I'll give you a hint though. We got to talk about Ja Morant. That's the NBA.
Oh, what did he do?
Which is fascinating.
Did he do something again?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, without further ado, dude, what's up with Ja?
All right, so Ja Morant, as we know, and maybe not all of you know, so I'm going to try to walk you through it as fast as I can. Last year, Ja Morant was suspended many, many games because not once, but two different occasions, he flashed a handgun while live on Instagram. The NBA saying, hey, 7-year-old children follow you. You probably shouldn't be playing with guns on Instagram. So they suspended him and fined him, okay? That's that.
That is a good synopsis there.
This year, he then decides rather than playing with real guns, every time he hits a three, he's going to pretend to shoot a fake gun. He put his hand in a gun motion and shot his opponent, essentially. Got suspended. Or, excuse me, got fined. $75,000. What did he do the very next day? The same damn thing.
Come on.
He did the gun thing right after he got fined. Got fined again, $75,000. And now, to Ben's point, his new celebration when he hits a three is he pulls the pin from a grenade and pretends to throw a grenade on the court. Has not been fined for that. Said he is going to do it until somebody tells him. They have an issue with it, and then he said he will just find a different
I ain't gonna lie.
celebration.
I think it's kind of funny.
He's dropping.
The grenade was funny.
baby.
Some guys just want to see the world burn, you know? I just think he just wants to do things until he just wants to cause chaos.
It's not. And look at it, Brad. It's not that bad. Oh,
Yeah, but he
that
knows it's
It's edgy. He like, no, yeah, it's fine. He covered her ears up. He dropped a grenade.
The funniest thing I think I've seen about John Morant, I don't know if it's true, is people are going around and be like, bro, you went to private school.
Yeah, he's like the dude. Have y'all ever seen 8 Mile?
Yes.
Yeah. Clarence, he lived at home with both parents. Literally, his parents, like,
they have a real nice marriage.
No, for his
Look at Brad!
No, his dad, who we see on the court, his dad, I believe, like a mailman or something like that. Great job.
Yeah, it seems like he's overcompensating. Like he's really trying to have this be his image. And truly, at any cost, he's willing to just lean into it. At any cost.
All right, what's going on in your life?
Not my life. It's just general life. So Uber has released their 2025 Lost and Found Index.
Oh, wow.
Highlighting the most forgetful city, which was New York City. The most commonly lost items, of course, phone, wallet, keys. Bingo, Ben. Well done. How about some of the unique things that were left behind in Ubers over the course of the last year?
No,
you ready for
I'm
this?
nervous.
You let me know which one you think is the strangest. I'm just going to rattle off some of the weird ones. A set of Shrek ears.
Halloween?
Yeah.
A live pet turtle.
What?
Oh, that's bizarre.
That's what you should have never left in your car.
That's inhumane.
That is inhumane.
No, not the Brad. It's the zoo. The
He'd
car
rather
was
be
the
at the
zoo.
zoo. Rather be at the zoo than an Uber.
A mannequin head with human hair.
Ugh.
Freak.
10 live lobsters.
What?
That is crazy.
A
went to the
taxidermied rabbit.
Oh, no, that's just disgusting.
Somebody
Who got to take that out?
Somebody forgot their literal divorce papers.
Oh, wow.
You're taking
couldn't let
an
go.
Uber to a divorce hearing?
20.
They lost everything.
They
Brad.
lost all their money, Brad.
24 cans of corn.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, somebody went to the grocery store.
175 cheeseburger sliders.
Oh,
How do you
wow.
forget
In one
that?
Uber?
In one Uber.
Wow.
I forget that.
Everyone
How
has
do
a
you forget
story.
And a bucket of feta cheese.
You guys ever take, they're not big Uber guys, but this is my move that I do in the Uber. A lot of times if I'm like having to take an Uber home, it's because
You're
like
intoxicated,
Yeah,
right?
it's like you want to be safe and you just leave the car and you don't want to drive. I usually don't like prioritize eating, so I'm always like, oh man, dude, I'll buy you anything from any restaurant that's open. So I'll go through the drive-thru and I always buy the Uber driver food.
How is it received?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah, I would too. If I was driving Uber, somebody gave me free
that's a good
fourth
move.
meal.
I feel like it's a classic move.
I would run it up too.
Pretty classy.
And you tip as well?
I don't think I need to if I'm buying a meal.
Has anyone pushed
should
the
I tell
boundaries?
them that?
Like,
That's where I have drawback.
I mean, probably do when I
Wait, do you tell them, hey, in lieu of a tip?
No, I don't need to tell them anything.
Yes, you do.
Whether I
because-
tip or not tip,
Wait,
they're
wait,
going to
wait.
get a free meal and they're going to get the same
I may
rate.
want my money versus the meal. I wasn't hungry, but somebody offered me a free meal versus my tip. Give me my money.
I tend to agree with Kyle.
He also doesn't have to take me.
But
He
if
could
you're
say, "Nah, I'm
offering
not
a
busy
free
night."
meal,
Yeah.
then I'm going to get a tip plus a free meal. Oh, I'm coming up. They don't make as much as you think.
I am aware. That's
So you
because
feed them instead of give them money?
Bro, I'm just trying to get food. I'm not thinking about
Of course you're not thinking about somebody else.
No, I'm not at 1 a.m. if I'm trying to find the local restaurant so I can make it home and get up with the daughter and have some substance in me.
Has anyone pushed the boundaries? Like, I'll get a burger, fries. Ooh, I'll make sure I get that large soda. Sunday to finish it off. Anyone push the boundaries like that?
I think the last guy got the most ever.
How
he
much
just got
was
the
it?
same. He said, "I'll get what you get."
That's a smart move.
It's a heady play because I
That
was
is
like,
heady.
I'll get this, I'll get this, I'll get this. And so that's what sparked my mind is I don't know how they ended up with 175 sliders, but I definitely order more food in an Uber when I go through the drive-thru than I would any other time eating food.
Who was the last guy? How recent was that?
This was when I went to the UWM game with you, Kyle.
So that's your last Uber you took?
Not the last Uber I took. That's the last Uber I took
Bring
to
that
go
up. I
through the
want to see how
drive-thru.
much you tip. Bring up the tip. I want to see what you did because I want to see if you tipped this guy.
Oh.
Because I want to judge you if you did
Can
not
I
tip
ask
him.
which drive-thru you went to or no?
It was the only fast food restaurant that was open, and it was way out of the way.
Way out the way.
The
Way out of
only
the way.
aren't most of them 24 hours now?
No.
No, there's
Brad,
really only
no,
one
yeah.
that's open till like 4 a.m.
Is that the bell?
That's the bell.
Oh, really?
And that's, I assume
thought
that's
the
where
Golden-
Ben went.
I thought the Golden Arches was open till at least 2.
No.
Really?
Where at? Oh, maybe on the freeway. But no, they
Not
don't.
down here, no.
Obviously, you don't eat
When did we
fast
go
food.
to
Quick
the
Trip,
UWM
a couple days before
Detroit?
March.
No, it would
end
have
of
been
March.
It would have been February
Or,
27th.
end of February, sorry.
February 27th.
Yeah, end of February.
Okay, so this is February 28th,
past
12:47 a.m.
Oh boy.
How much did you tip?
How much was the ride in total?
$38.01.
Damn, $38
from Milwaukee to Whitefish Bay.
Pretty steep.
That's very steep.
Well, that's probably tip included, right?
No, there's no tip.
Oh my gosh, you didn't even tip the man. So all that goes to the Ubers.
I mean, they get a portion of it, and he got.
I think they get 75%, don't they?
No, Uber drivers.
Uber, no, I think it's like 40.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They don't get much at all.
I
That's
think
why
it's below
tipping is so
50, yeah.
important.
Oh, wow. That's way lower than I thought.
And Ben's over here feeding them instead of tipping them.
Sitting in a drive-thru is bad for our bottom line, so food plus normal tip is necessary for the ride, not to screw us. That's JJ, who must drive Uber on the side.
Wow. I guess it makes a good point because it's slowing him down from getting other rides.
It sure is, and it's eating up more of his gas money, and you're basically paying him with food instead of money. You are a piece of work.
Well, now I know. My next food adventure, this is like a once
You got to
in a-
say, I will buy you food plus normal tip.
Or you say, listen, here, I want to go get food, but I won't tip you. I guarantee you, they say, get the hell out of my car.
Yep.
Or they'll just say, I'm driving you home, which I'm okay with, too.
Yeah, I'll drive you home. But are you, though? I feel like you kind of knew in the back of your mind that you were kind of trying to cheat people.
No.
Just a little bit in your mind.
If
The
you
fact
could
that
see
had
this route is crazy. We go all around Milwaukee.
Let me see the route that you didn't tip him on. I want to see this route that you didn't tip him on.
Look at the route, because I'd be wondering if JJ, who's chiming in, you can see there's like circles. Like we went all around Milwaukee.
I want to figure no tip at it.
We went all around Milwaukee.
What does that have to do with him?
I'm wondering from JJ if you're on a drive from point A to point B and you wander around for a while, does that go towards
him to
the cost?
wander around for a while. No, it's already a locked-in cost.
Well, JJ, you don't drive Uber.
I know how it works.
No, you don't.
The business model is the business model. Because I know if I got in the car, they went the wrong way like they did for your brother JB, I would say, you ain't charging me for this.
Maybe it wasn't too many in the system, but I had to be responsible, which you should always be responsible.
Yeah, that happens. You always should be responsible. I'll probably be responsible tonight with a couple carblesses in my hands. You guys know it's a Friday night, and I'm turning up. You better believe I'm turning up with a carbless in my hand. And you know I already went to my local metro market. At the end of the hour, right there in the libations area, was that Tropical Bliss variety pack, plus the mango vodka cocktail. I picked up both of them, put them in the grocery cart. So I'm going to be enjoying the blood orange, the watermelon, the raspberry, and the grapefruit. That's in the Tropical Bliss variety pack. And the mango, that's all crisp. It's clean. The sun's out. I want my taste of paradise. I can get that with Carbliss, with their new flavors that are going to define your 2025. Not only that, guys, I got a workout in. I'm trying to make sure I stay fit. I'm 35 after all. Want to make sure health is a part of it.
Damn.
And guilt-free experience. Now, that is what Carbliss does for me. Zero sugar, zero carbs, zero gluten, just 100 calories with less carbonation, but always high on flavor. You know Carbliss always delivers. Why don't you experience why Liss is more tonight with a cold, crisp Carbliss in your hands?
Dorf, who called me out for saying Butler's Cabin at the Masters where I've been, it's Butler Cabin, says he drives for Lyft and he won't go through the drive-thru because it's not cost-effective.
You're getting killed on the text.
Well, it's fine. Look, this part of what I bring to the airwaves is for people to let me know what I need to change in my life. Now I know.
You're bad for the Uber or Lyft economy.
You're welcoming accountability.
Yeah, you're
very much so.
I feel like you didn't need people to tell you this.
I didn't know.
What do you mean you didn't know?
I didn't know that. I thought, honestly, that if he was going to be driving around outside the actual route, he'd get paid for all the loop-de-loops.
From who? From who?
I don't know, the rate, I don't know when you're.
So you sent him to multiple places, and you're like, it's closed. Next one. Oh,
actually, that did happen.
Oh my goodness!
And did not tip the man. This man was heated when he got out the car. He said, "I put all
double the time he thought."
He literally,
he got a great partner of Thanalysis.
He
McDonald's.
probably did.
He got a McDouble. He got a 10-piece nugget, a large fry.
He didn't
a
eat all that food.
He was scarfing it.
No, he wasn't a big one.
Yeah, he was scarfing it.
Okay, maybe he was happy with you.
Maybe a surprise guest, maybe something else. You live and you learn. Every day. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Do you wash your shins in the shower? We shower from hair to kneecap. The rest can drip down our legs to our feet.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it does work that way.
What does the poll say?
34% don't wash their shins.
That is shockingly low. KBN Nation, you're better than that.
Yeah, it sounds like we have a lot of disgusting human beings on this planet.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at UWHoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe. June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Hey football fans, Verizon is giving you the chance to win the ultimate draft experience with the Road to the Draft sweepstakes. 10 lucky winners will win tickets for the first day of the 2025 draft in Green Bay, including round-trip car service from Milwaukee, hotel accommodations, plus access to the Verizon viewing zone where you'll be taken care of like a first-round pick. Don't miss your chance to win the ultimate draft experience powered by Verizon. Hurry to select Wisconsin Verizon locations to enter by April 13th. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of Wisconsin or Illinois. Age 21 years or older. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit www.espnwisconsincontest.com.
Hey, ready to sweeten your game? It's time for Quick Trip's Nature's Touch Ice Cream. Ooh, making moves like the starting lineup of a championship team. Whether you're gearing up for the big game, celebrating a win, or just looking for a sweet break in the action. Chocolate, vanilla, cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip, and more. Yeah, there's no such thing as a bad pick. So why wait? Flavor doesn't scoop itself. Get your hands on your winning Nature's Touch Ice Cream flavor today. Only at Quick Trip.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so that you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Look what I found.
What is it?
It's a list of the traditional and modern anniversary gifts for each year of marriage.
Sarah and I use a different list. But go ahead and tell us about yours.
The traditional gift for your first anniversary is paper, but the modern gift is a clock.
Well, our list says the first anniversary is always diamond jewelry.
What's your list called?
The People's Choice.
The traditional gift for your 6th anniversary is iron, but the modern gift is wood.
What a coincidence. For the 6th anniversary, our list says diamonds again. What do you have for the 10th anniversary, Rick?
Traditional is aluminum, modern is diamond jewelry.
Well, there you go. Our lists agree. What have you got for the 7th anniversary?
Copper and a desk set.
Nope. Diamonds again.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of the People's Choice list.
It's good to have you on board.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you make up that People's Choice list, or is it real?
Well, we're people, aren't we?
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank. National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee's Theater District. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. For a limited time, enjoy exclusive seasonal rates starting at $139. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Look at Kyle Wallace. Who's this, Stroke?
Coldplay, baby.
Coldplay?
Coldplay and who?
This is a remix with Alan Walker. This suggestion comes from Greg in the 608.
Greg, you know how to use the
down,
Friday
baby.
Turn Up on Kyle,
This is a
Brust,
great
and
song.
Nortman.
Can you not talk over the big voice guy when Strove's trying to play something?
This is the Friday Turn Up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Have you ever heard this
DJ
before?
Strofe.
Are you trying to just have him come so I can't talk?
DJ Strofe.
Oh, well, in that case, this is a great song.
I've never heard this song before.
Hearing it live when they played it live in Buenos Aires, because it's called something Buenos Aires.
Wait, did you go? No, this is called Him for the Weekend.
Him for the Weekend, but it's live in Buenos Aires. Thank you. Him for the Weekend, they had a show in Buenos Aires.
This one's not specifically the live one from Buenos
I'm
Aires.
just saying they have like a CD or an album where they're live in Buenos Aires. And that song, Him for the Weekend.
Are you a Coldplay fan?
I like, who doesn't like some of Coldplay's music?
That's a fair point.
Yeah, Coldplay is pretty great.
I mean, I don't go buy an album, but when you hear it on the radio, which I only
Right
listen to
away, Cody chimes in. No one has ever turned up to anything Coldplay.
Oh my gosh! Listen, Coldplay, that song right there, that's one that you feel it in your body.
800-990-3776. Don't be the critic without offering solutions, Cody. It is the opportunity for KBN Nation to continue to put their song suggestions into the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. We are playing what the people want today. So if you want something heard, text in 800-990-3776. Now, on the topic of rideshare, yes, I've learned a lesson. And it is also good to see a text from JJ in Poynette. He's also called in to discuss the situation in which I drove around the city of Milwaukee. Two places were closed. We ended up at a drive-thru. I got my rideshare driver a nice meal. JJ and Poynette, I swear at one point it was never a fixed rate. Is that a newest change that I now am aware of?
Yeah, that's correct, Benny. So it used to be, so now I can't 100% speak to Uber because I don't drive Uber, but just Lyft. But Lyft changed the compensation model a while back to what's called upfront pricing, where we're quoted a specific rate on the ride, and that only changes if the ride changes a significant amount. So, like, if you're just kind of meandering around the area, we would get extra compensation so long as we keep changing the destination every time so that it's somehow compensating for that system.
So you'd want me to
like,
plug in
kind of
the restaurant so it would add compensation for you to take me there then to my house.
Right, exactly. So where if you go a long enough distance or long enough time, you might get a little extra money if that doesn't happen. But the model's completely opaque. Like, we have no idea what it's based on or how it works. Like, I can have two rides that are identical, and one will be like, 30% more compensation without it obviously being because of a demand surge or anything. So the whole thing's opaque. We just have to be like, okay, it's saying, okay, $10 for this ride. And we're just hoping that that's enough to, compensate for the amount of time it's going to take.
JJ,
and then,
really quickly.
Yeah.
If Ben did what he did to you, as in basically ask you to go to get some food at McDonald's and decide,
and I would buy you food, JJ.
Would you still expect him to tip you?
Yeah. Because again, the food. Well, again, it really depends. I mean, if he's buying me prime rib or something, well, obviously there's no extra tip needed.
No, he was buying you a $2 pound.
but if we're talking, like about a $10 meal, I wouldn't necessarily expect a tip necessarily in that case. It really just depends on proportionality, like how long it's taking, basically.
All right, JJ,
and really when it.
We appreciate it. I needed this insight.
How about that?
So now next time I'm on the adventure to find food, I know how to conduct myself.
You ain't tipping. We know that. Ben is going to be in the same mindset. Ben is asking somebody to drive to 4 different McDonald's to get food. Ben ain't tipping. Ben is going to be stuffing his face and falling asleep and leaving food everywhere in his house.
Ben is always the WIFM. What's in it for me? WIFM.
And what's in it for y'all, KBN Nation? Like Greg in the 608 says, on behalf of the other Greg from the 608, that song was definitely not for me and is terrible. So two Gregs in the 608s are not happy with Coldplay. Coldplay's got people in a tizzy right now.
We've got drama. We got turn-up drama.
So, like, do people hate Coldplay and love Coldplay?
I think they're Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, 94.5 ESPN's in the morning. Coldplay sucks.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Yeah, again, we're doing market research right now. A lot of song suggestions are coming in from KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Strofe, are we bumping the 3 o'clock hour open for just DJ Strofe to continue playing songs?
Technologically, we can't do that, but I could hit the record scratch once all 3 markets are synced up.
Oh, wonderful. Let's do that in 2 minutes. Kyle Brust-Nortman continues next with your song suggestions.
There's a winning magic powering up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This April, prepare for an exciting quest to $300,000 in the Enchanted Spin Slot Tournament. Just conjure your rewards card and play slots to earn drawing entries. Each Thursday, 60 winners will compete for thousands in cash and prizes. Let your journey begin with Enchanted Spins, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Oh my gosh, Allie, did you look at Janet's roof? Ugh, it's like so flat. It looks like one of those roofing contractor commercials.
Who even understands those roofing guys anyways?
I like flat roofs and I cannot lie. You other contractors can't deny. TPO way up high. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring.
If you want a roof that's worth staring at, Avondale Roofing is where you go. Your roofing experts for over 30 years. AvondaleRoofing.com.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car? Better start looking. But you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Dangerously. Hi, Kyle. Get yourself dancing. Come on, man. What are you doing? Stop acting like your first time here.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening?
Joining us in the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios is Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
It's a great song.
Talk about an electric factory. We're coming up with song suggestions from KBN Nation on the Carbless Talk and Text line. 800-990-3776. I mean, this man is like the television is glued to Thanasis. If the Bucks are doing anything good, you're going to see TA dapping people up, high fives everywhere. Slap hands, slap hands.
Let's go.
Yeah, your presence helped us get better, I see.
Kyle Brust-Nortman being joined in person by Thanasis Antetokounmpo. And there's a lot of optimism for Bucks fans right now. Although the odds, we don't have to get into it, to win a championship are not great. The vibes I feel around the Bucks in Madison and Milwaukee, talking with people are getting excited about this.
Me too.
Ooh. Why specifically you? I mean, because you are a film watcher. You watch every basketball game possible. They haven't played the best of competition, but, you know, Detroit's coming up. Why should fans continue to feel this excitement?
First of all, win. I mean, we in a win streak. That's
6 in
exciting,
a row.
Consistency. That means consistency. That means we're finding rhythm. Everybody's doing the job. Everybody's doing specifically something. So everybody's learning from each other where to be on the court and what we need on a daily basis.
What are you feeding your brother right now, man?
What do you mean?
Unreal.
What are you feeding him? He's playing unbelievable.
He put the team on his back.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. You know, I think that is what great players do. They play great, man. When the times is there, And I think it's one of those things that he has to build on it. And it's playoff times, guys. It's two games away. It's playoff time. This ain't no.
Put some bubble wrap around him the next 2 games.
Yeah,
I want to see him in the playoffs.
For real.
It's been 2 years without.
No, we ain't got to talk about that right
I
now.
know. Without Lil Yanni.
But like
Lil Yanni, his
just
little
seeing
brother.
Giannis in the playoffs, it's just different, right? It's a different vibe. How does you were part of the playoff run, the championship run, and they are now. What changes in a player's mind when the playoffs start?
The most basic thing is apparently the mentality. There is no room for error. This ain't no. We're gonna run it back. This ain't no running back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to understand the thought process between a playoff game. So you lose by 30 or you lose by 1, you lost. It's 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how many.
That's a really good point because in the championship run in the Brooklyn series, it was 0-2, waxed by 30.
Yeah, but it didn't matter because we're still 0-2. So you got to really put that in your embedded in your head that we got to win 2 games. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. Even if you win by 30, we got him. Like, no, we won. It's 1-0. It doesn't matter. So that's the other part. The third part, which is as well as important, is that everything you do matters, right? You have a cut. You laid it up. It's a breath of fresh air in the playoffs. That's so calm. Like a rebound, a hustle play, everything matters. There's no plays off. There's no plays. I didn't close out hard enough. Hey, this one play, didn't close out hard enough, could cost us a series.
That's right.
Or could make the series for us.
Do you think this team? Because this is basically, I want to say a completely different team, but we already know a lot of the pieces that we had with the championship run, and even a couple years ago, it's changed. Pat's still on the team, but he's not playing a significant role. Do you think some of these newer guys on this team and this roster really understand what it means to be in a playoff run and be able to elevate their game when they need to?
Even if they did in the past, they do now. They do now because they get in that mode. You see it in their eyes. You see it in certain players come, and with Bobby coming back, we know what it is. We know it's a stake.
Yeah. You feel confident like this team around him, like we got Gary Trent, right? You feel like, because before, we can be real, before it seems like some of the guys around Giannis, they did not rise to the occasion when they needed it. Because, they build a wall against Giannis. They try to do everything to focus on your brother. Yeah. Meanwhile, you need everybody else to elevate their game and knock down shots. Do you think this team has it to knock down shots for Giannis when he has to pass it to him?
So this is the thing, right? And this was the LeBron James effect. Right, I remember when they would come out in interviews and they would go like, "Hey, there's a lot of pressure when Brown passed you the ball. When they pass you the ball and you got to make it. It's not simple. You're not it's gonna make shots. You could be the best shooter ever.
Yeah,
but you at that moment, it's like, hey man, this guy is passing me the ball.
He's trusting you.
Exactly. So I do think like we've grown so much from the beginning from 1 month before, not even the beginning of the season. From 1 month before, we've grown so much as a team. And the other thing I would say too is all that we've changed the spacing. I don't know if you guys noticed that more attacks from the side. The clear outs more. For us, it used to be automatic. When we play, it used to be automatic. You saw Giannis coming your side, you cleared. You wasn't waiting because you know what that is. He going to work.
Yep.
So now, if you notice it, a couple of games, you see it. You saw it in Philly. You saw New Orleans. You saw it in Miami. You saw it now. And he comes down, they clear side. We get to hooping. Why? Because he avoids the middle, which is the wall. That's where the wall is. The wall is not on the side; it's in the middle.
Yeah.
And now I'm giving a little bit of the analysis of it. But yeah, they know, man. They're great players, and they're gonna get it done.
Thanasis Antetokounmpo joining Kyle Brust and Nortman on a surprise visit. I love it. Anytime. Open door policy for TA here. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. We're taking all of your texts for bump back songs because we want to hear from you. But if you have anything for TA, he's an open book. Send those questions in, and I will get it over to Thanasis. You, TA, were at Fiserv Forum when the Bucks went on a 23-0 run. They went 40-13 in the fourth quarter to beat the Timberwolves. Was that a playoff-like environment for Fiserv Forum? Because you talk about how it's been bumping when, 2019, 2020, not 2020 obviously with COVID, but 2021.
No, it was 2020 with COVID. Before the COVID, actually, it was crazy before COVID hit. But yeah, it was a playoff atmosphere against Minnesota. Like That was unreal. But and you got to give a lot of credit to and Doc, and the team, because figuring out a scheme to come back and change the games. This was what we've had in the past, saying we really haven't adjusted and we will always play a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of credit to him because he figured out a way to all right, we're gonna play zone. And the thing about the zone that you saw was so interesting. I haven't seen this since I was like 18 years old. So what happens in a zone? When it's 2-3 and the ball goes up, you're automatically on a fast break because everybody's below the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. So if the ball gets stolen in the middle or in the top of the key, you're 2 against 1 or 3 against 1. So it was amazing how the game was evolving. So it was something great to see. I kept high-fiving everybody, electric. Somebody spilled their drink. I was like, but it was crazy.
Party.
I loved it.
Yeah, that's awesome. TA, during your time with the Bucks and most of Giannis's career, Bucks are the 1 seed, right? They're the favorite. Yeah. It feels like last year and this year, they're the underdog, right? They're not getting as much respect. Yeah. What position do you like being in more? Do you like being the top dog, number 1 seed, or does being the underdog give you a little bit of edge as you take on the playoffs?
Oh, you definitely be the underdog. We have nothing to lose.
So you like where the Bucks are situated, dangerous, playing well.
We need to be dangerous, man. We're wounded right now, and we need to be like that, And we need to be dangerous because if you think about that, like even the other years we won, and not to jinx anything, like we was the underdog. It didn't matter. It was 3rd seed, but we was playing against like Miami, which we were fighting our demons. We lost last year, the year before that.
True.
Against Miami.
Right.
So we were like, oh, man. And remember what Miami did? They lost.
So y'all think about that? Like, y'all know that? Is this in the back of your mind, like, thinking, like, hey, we got to get this lick back to them because what they did?
Sometimes it depends on who you're playing, and sometimes, but, like, it's not just the players, the coaches, too. So it's an environment that you go, like, hey, we need to see what's happening. So going back to that series and that run was like, we had to play them, and then we went to play Brooklyn. You can't say we were the top dog against Brooklyn.
I mean, they had Kyrie, they had James, they had KD, yeah.
And then the only team you could say like we were a little bit above them was the Hawks, but the Hawks were going through such a phase, man. These guys were demolishing everybody because even Philly, I don't know, like the reason all of this happened to Philly was because of the Hawks. Philly was supposed to go to the to come meet us in the
That's
finals.
Right. I forgot about that.
And then there was a trickle-down effect between Ben Simmons not scoring, and after that he got in a funk with Joel Embiid. No, seriously, if you think about it, so I was just grateful to be able to be a part of it. And now history replays itself all the time, and you see it again and again. So my thing is, I like where we at. It doesn't matter, man. We have nothing to lose. Just go out there and give your heart, man. Give everything you have.
You confident the Bucks can do it if Dame doesn't come back?
It's tough. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was tough last year. Giannis was not in.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do. This ain't no excuses. This, especially for when it comes to me and my family, it's not about excuses. It's about I'm here. I'm gonna give whatever I have. Because if you start making excuses, okay. And he shows weakness as well.
If you start giving excuses, you already are giving in to your mindset going into the series.
Oh, I love it. So they play the Pistons back to back.
Yeah.
Forget the Pistons. Bump the Pistons. They get that 5 seed.
Wait a minute.
They play the Pacers.
Well,
Come on now. Give me the Pacers.
See, I want the Pacers again too. But we've been talking about here on Kyle Brust and Norman about the fact that we want to make sure Giannis is as well rested as possible because we want the big dog. We want him ready.
Yeah.
And so when the Bucks look at these next 2 games, are they trying to get that 5 seed, or are they just focused on?
Look, I mean, you could read into the tea leaves. Giannis played 26 minutes, had 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, and it lowered his averages.
So wow. That's a good question. I don't know that. I can't be honest. I'm not in the coaching staff right now. I don't know what's going on.
What do you think going through your brother's head right now?
What I think,
just win.
Oh yeah, he wants to play. Just play and win, and we'll figure out everything else after. And we'll figure out our seeding after. You never want to choose seeding. I'm telling you this. This will backfire every time. So whoever does it, like even that year, I think the Heat picked us because I don't know if you remember, we played them. We didn't lose. We beat them, and they were like, oh yeah, maybe they thought the Bucks don't want to play us or something like that. And we was like, no, we're going to play. We're going to win. And we played them because we wanted just to win games and to build good habits and then let the sitting sort itself out. You know, so you don't never want to pick sitting.
Well, fans want to know this: are you going to be in attendance throughout the playoffs?
I'm gonna try, man. I'm trying because like I'm trying to finish the season somewhere, or because now I'm healthy now, so I'm trying to.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It must feel good.
Must feel good.
100% cleared.
Yeah, I'm clear.
That's what's up. That's in less than a year. So
I
should have played him about 3 months ago when he had one leg.
So no, I do. I mean, I was even a little bit earlier, but you really got to give yourself the clear and everything just to be back. So now I'm gonna figure it out. Either finish the year somewhere or go maybe go somewhere else and come back. But for me, most important, as long as I'm here, I'm trying to be close to the team, support the team. So I'm my family. So I'm gonna try.
I don't want to say to TA bumps your career, man. We need you for the Bucks, man. But you got to do what you got to do because it seems as if when you're around, good things happen for your brother and good things happen for the Bucks.
Yeah, it's just God, man.
Amen.
And as we are here with Thanasis, we were just at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, and Dom and their team, they treated your guests and your event, Thanasis Live, it was an amazing event. Incredible. And don't you love them? And they're the best.
He's amazing. First of all, him as a person, he's amazing. He supported anything I do. First of all, shows, endeavors, anything I do. But it's the Potawatomi casinos and how they treat the community and what they do. Help with the events and they immediately hey, we pick up the phone. We're here for you. What do you need? How many guests are people coming? We got accommodation, food, the fans. We're gonna create a nice atmosphere for them. They're gonna come this way. Everything is so family oriented. And I'm happy to have him in our team, man.
And that's why they have a great sports book. They literally take the same concept, built in I was just talking to somebody who was on a bachelor party. He's like, I went to this, random casino. He's like, man, it made me realize how great Potawatomi is. All the investments, smoke-free, the lights, the digital signings, slots, table games, bingo, the sports book, the event center where we did Thanasis Live. It really is an awesome place. You don't have to be a sports bettor to go to the sports book. If you are an out-of-town person, go watch your favorite team. They have every game possible on that 2,000 square foot video wall. If you're in a rush and you want to place those bets, stop in, put in your rewards card, get some rewards points for your favorite bet. Don't follow Kyle. He's 0-7 his last 7 bets.
That's old news. We good. College basketball season over. We on to the new stuff.
Bet above the rest. Baby. Learn more at paysbig.com/sportsbook. TA, you're the best. I know people are excited to see you, but you keep grinding and do what's best, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. Always a pleasure to be here, man. Hopefully I come here more often. You guys talk about basketball, life, everything. You guys are the best trio, I think.
Oh, yeah.
In the state. The show, I follow the show, I listen to the show, and I think people should send more questions. I think people will be to interact more because you guys have so much to give, and you guys only scratch the surface.
We're an open book. We're an open book.
Yeah.
Maybe too open at times. Maybe too open. That's TA, Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Listen to the Thanalysis Show on YouTube. You can catch him wherever you get your podcast. Catch him on Thanalysis Show, IG, Twitter, TikTok. He's got it all there. I know a fun guest is coming out soon, either tonight or Monday. I can tease that one, talking with the executive producer, Tony Cartagena, on that one. More Kyle Brust-Nortman on this Friday. We have another song from KBN Nation. We'll see what Strofe plays and if it's any good next.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman.
These hands are not made for fixing anything in a house. I'll make a phone call, and I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap. I got my guys. Got my handyman. Shout out to Chris. Under the table.
Just like that, dude's getting audited now.
Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Northbound 43 backing up out of the Marquette interchange, pretty much all the way up to Keith. The southbound side slowing down before Hampton, all the way down past Locust. Westbound 94's got some backups from the Marquette all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard. And then the eastbound side slowing in pockets from 70th Street all the way through to 35th. Lake Lawn Resort offers everything you need, from lakeside rooms to gourmet dining and a luxurious spa. Relax, recharge, and enjoy the best of Delavan. Book your stay now at lakelawnresort.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mostly clear with some frost. A low of 34. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and pleasant. A high of 54 at the lake, 60 inland. For the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Remember the moments from that magical March.
Side Decker. It's a three. Got it!
On June 26th, celebrate the squad with Made 'em Believe, a special night with Bo Ryan, Frank Kaminsky, and Sam Decker.
Here's Kaminsky. The drop stab. That's his favorite. And the two.
Presented by Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Potosi Varsity Ale, and Potosi Hard Seltzer. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
It's time for you and that diamond to come alive again.
At the 4th annual Spring Ring Cleaning at Kessler's.
Even if you have a good ultrasonic jewelry cleaner, it can't match the pressurized steam cleaning we do at Kessler's.
Let us steam clean and polish your engagement ring.
For free.
I'm Joe Gerke, president of Kessler's, and we want to strip away all the soap scum that is making your diamond look dull.
For free. And while we're doing it, we'll inspect the prongs on your ring to make sure your diamond isn't about to fall out.
It's the 4th annual Spring Ring Cleaning at Kessler's.
Here's another idea. Bring us anything you own that needs to be repaired, and we'll give you a price to make it like new again.
And if you have some old jewelry you don't wear anymore,
We can make something unique and wonderful out of it.
unique in all the world.
Welcome to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
From the opening tip to the final buzzer, a Milwaukee Bucks full season membership puts you in the heart of the action for every unforgettable moment. The crowd's roar, the buzzer beater that you'll never forget, the unparalleled thrill of watching your Milwaukee Bucks live. This is more than a game, it's an experience. Get your Bucks full season membership and be a part of every game and every emotion. You'll be on your feet from start to finish. Get in on the action at bucks.com/full.
Biz Expo is May 13th at Brookfield Conference Center. Learn from the experts at the strategy seminars and keynote presentation on resilient leadership. Connect with business leaders and customers at Biz Expo May 13th. Register at biztimes.com/bizexpo.
Some road trips are about the journey, others are where they take you. And sometimes, the best destinations are just across the Wisconsin border. There you'll find Higher Love stands out with the largest selection of products at an unbeatable value, making every trip worth it. Less than an hour from Green Bay and just over 2 from Milwaukee, Higher Love in Menominee is closer than you think. Come see why they are voted best in Michigan. Also find them in Ironwood or any of their 9 UP locations. Start your trip at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
This is the Friday Turn Up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
What's up?
Yeah. Who is this song courtesy of in KBN Nation?
That's Brad. Oh.
I lost the text. It was a few hours ago.
Brad, who is this?
This is from Nick and the 6-0.
I know this song.
You know the rapper, too. Y'all both know the rapper, don't you?
I probably have heard of him. But this is what people do when you go to like a bar and like they have like just music playing. It's the first person to get the song and the artist.
Do y'all legitimately not know who this is? You know this rapper.
If you gave me A, B, C, and D options.
Ooh, that's fun. Is it a little something or a
I'll
young
come up with
something?
something quick, Kyle. Give me 1 second.
Let Strofe come up with some.
Yeah, I'm going to let Strofe do that one.
I do know this song. It's a good song.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. All songs are being played courtesy of KBN Nation, so if you would like your song heard on the bump back, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. You can also see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Big shout out to Thanasis Antetokounmpo, keeping vibes high for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 regular season games left, and then hopefully we see the big fella Giannis in the playoffs for the first time in 2 years. That's crazy. Please.
But he was 2 years ago. He just got hurt. In the playoffs.
But yeah, I mean, it still gives optimism that Who are our 4 options for the roulette game?
Was this A, Big Sean, B, Meek Mill, C, Busta Rhymes, or D, Soulja Boy?
All right, so it's not Busta Rhymes.
It's not. I don't think it's Meek Mill.
So it's
This was
either
before Meek Mill, I believe.
Who is A
Big Sean,
Never
or
heard of
D?
Soulja Boy.
I know Soulja Boy.
I feel like Soulja Boy.
I feel like it's Soulja Boy.
This is painful, Kyle.
You feel like it's Soulja Boy. You've
Yeah,
never heard of
sounds,
Big
it sounds
Sean?
like that. It sounds like that other song. That
You've
Soulja
never.
Boy does.
It is. It's Soulja Boy, but you never. You
So
have
we
to
got
say
it right.
Yeah,
We
you-
got it right. Yeah.
You didn't know. You
Whites
guessed.
unite.
You did a process of elimination, and he said, "I don't know who Big Sean is."
Well, play something that I Big Sean. Maybe I do know.
You know
The
who
way
Big
that Brad says, play something Big Sean.
Yeah, come on, Big Sean.
Have you've heard of Big Sean?
I've heard of Big Sean. Yeah.
Is Big Sean?
He's
That
pretty.
doesn't sound like a very.
Is Big Sean?
His name's Sean.
I would say Big Sean is probably when people talk about best rappers out there, top 10. He can be in the top. If you say, "Oh,
But
Big Sean,"
Sean is
yeah.
a name that's like Brad. I can't just say Big Brad and be like
could,
street cred.
but
rapper.
we look at you and know you wouldn't have street cred.
Oh my God!
On the Homer Hour, 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN in Milwaukee, a poll question that he had.
I don't know it.
Yeah,
Don't know it.
no Big Sean for Brad. How often should the Green Bay Packers get to the Super Bowl? The options are every 5 years, every 10 years, every 15 years, every 20 years. The track record right now is typically every 15 years. You're just over the 15-year mark for the Green Bay Packers since 2010. Played in the February of 2011. Every 5 years, 30%. Every 10 years, 54%. Every 15, 11%. Every 20 years, 5%. This is what Brian Balaga had to say while with Homer, the former Packer who won a Super Bowl. The last time they won a Super Bowl, here's his expectations.
How often should the Packers get to the Super Bowl? Every 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years? How often do you believe the Packers should get to the Super Bowl? This is not winning. This is just getting to the Super Bowl. 5, every 10, every 15, every 20 years. And now to Brian Bulaga. Yes, sir.
I think every 10 years is a reasonable goal. I think 10 years is a reasonable goal. I mean, in my time there, I thought we should have been every 5. Like in my time there, personally, I thought we should have been there every 2 years. Like that's how I felt the team we had. We should have been there almost every other year, if not close to it. Just never worked out that way. But I think a reasonable goal right now is every 10 years, right? Like in the path that the team has gone on since we were there in 2010.
Every 10 years from Brian Balaga getting to the Super Bowl. Now, I agree that based off where we are right now, with growing young, having Jordan Love as the quarterback, you still need to see the success of them knocking on the door of like an NFC championship game before you can start ramping up those every 5-year expectations. You got to even get to one first before you consider being like, can we repeat getting to the Super Bowl again? The 49ers did it, 3 out of 5 years that they went to the Super Bowl?
Wow.
Was it 3 out of 5? Or am I?
No, they've only been two.
Two.
They've been two.
Yeah.
But they've done it twice. Rams have done it twice. Eagles have done it twice, all within a stretch of about the last decade.
That is very true.
But I think what Brian said that is important for right now, it's different than when he was playing. They had Aaron Rodgers. They knew what Aaron Rodgers was in terms of a top 10 all-time quarterback. The way he was able to just be an absolute weapon as a quarterback. I mean, he can make every single throw. They had a season of 15-1 the year after the Super Bowl. So you were seeing high levels of success. And then you go to 2014, it felt like the one that got away. Right now, I think until they get there, every 10 years is a fair expectation. But that probably goes back, I would say, to the first year that Jordan Love was starting, because they still made it to the playoffs. And I think the 10-year clock started in 2023.
I don't like that because the 10-year clock didn't start for Aaron Rodgers in 2000 and 2008 when he took over.
But in 2008, did the team go to the playoffs? I'm saying that
they did. Or are you talking about his first year as a starter, 2008, 2009?
Yes, the first year as a starter.
Got it. I mean, still, at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers was able to get this team to a Super Bowl pretty quickly after that and never saw another one.
Jordan Love's not Aaron Rodgers.
I fully understand that, but I think for a reasonable Packer fan, here's what it comes down to. You just said playoffs, and that's the exact reason why I think the Green Bay Packers, it is reasonable to say every 10 years. This team makes the playoffs more often than not. I mean, there's rarely a time where the Green Bay Packers go more than a season without making the playoffs. They're always in it to have this shot. You can't just keep taking these swings and these punches and never finally get there. So for me, when I look at it, if the Packers are going to continue in these last 15 years, again, I don't know the number right off my head, but we've made the playoffs probably at least 11 times out of the last 15 years. And for us not to find the success that we need to is a problem. So overall, when I look at it, every 10 years, the Green Bay Packers will be in the playoffs based off the standard we talked about, but based off the fact that they're in it. You can't go to the playoffs 8 out of 10 years and not make it to one Super Bowl. That's disappointing, especially when you're title town.
Yeah, statistically, to make the playoffs that much, not even get to the Super Bowl, it's pretty crazy that they've never actually broke through. And with Favre and Rodgers, when you have Hall of Fame quarterbacks, it's got to be every 5 years. I mean, they had a 15-year career, which Favre and Rodgers both played 15 years. Appearing in 3 Super Bowls seems reasonable when you're a top 10 quarterback of all time. Now, with a little bit of a reset, when you've got a guy that's a franchise quarterback, we don't know if he's going to be Hall of Fame worthy or Favre and Rodgers, but he's a franchise quarterback. I think it's 10 years, but even then, I feel like, not that that's ambitious, but every 15 years to me, we're already at 15 years. And like that gap feels like it's a good amount of time before getting back, assuming you don't have Favre and Rodgers. So for me, it's 5 years if you have a Hall of Fame quarterback. It's 15 years if you don't have one.
If the Packers don't have a Super Bowl title by the end of the 2028 season, I'm going to be upset.
Oh, wow.
2020
title
season.
Have at least a Super Bowl title? Hell yeah. What are you talking about? We're going to the 25
you just
season,
said
26 season, 27 season, 28 season. You mean within the next 4 football seasons, my Packers going to win a Super Bowl?
18-year drought. From even an appearance.
If they don't have
yeah,
at
but
least one
again,
title.
there was a transition of quarterbacks.
But by that time, we're talking about he would have been started by that time for like 8 years.
There's also a lot of other teams in the NFL that have very high-quality quarterbacks, and Jordan Love.
I ain't worried about all that. They better win a damn Super Bowl.
You need to, because that's how it works.
Well,
I guess it just doesn't happen just because you're like, oh, we should. But you need to put the pieces together and beat really good teams.
Pieces. They're supposed to build up together. Brad just talked about you get to the playoffs, and if you get to the playoffs because you obviously built something, especially with the way the Packers
There's a difference between getting to the playoffs and being a Super Bowl contender.
Well, Goody better figure that stuff out, I'll tell you that much.
So in the 30 years of Favre and Rodgers, they went to 3. So that would be the 10-year cadence you're talking about. But you had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So you want that cadence with Jordan Love and whoever else is taking the helm?
If Jordan Love
is getting to 3 in 30 years of disappointment.
For those two, yes.
Yeah.
For those two quarterbacks, yes.
For how many opportunities?
Which is why I think it's crazy that he's already jumping on Jordan Love, not getting to a Super Bowl like 2028.
Are we? So we're saying by the end of the 2028,
like it's just like you're like I'll be up and roar.
So that will be what? So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 6 years of starting. He better get to win a Super Bowl or get to
win a Super Bowl.
Win a Super Bowl.
You have real expectations.
So we don't think in the next 4 seasons the Packers could win a Super Bowl?
Not can win, but you're saying they have to win.
So what are we,
there's different verbiage that you're using.
You're using like an ultimatum.
No, it should be. We should be. What are we building towards? No, I'm dead serious. If the Green Bay Packers are an organization that sits on a lot of money, if the Green Bay Packers organization has a quarterback they paid to be a franchise quarterback, right? If the Green Bay Packers don't invest in a roster around him, what in the world are you doing? This is not about just going to win football games. This is about building a championship roster. You have the quarterback. You have young talent that you claim on this offense and defense, and I think there's pieces there. If the Packers are not building towards a championship where I can't sit here and say definitively that they should win a Super Bowl in the next 4 seasons, then what are we doing? We should expect it. It should be expected that your franchise quarterback...
You sound like such a spoiled brat.
I don't sound like a spoiled brat. The Packers should win a championship in that time. I don't understand why they should not, especially a team that competed well 2 years ago. Last year in the playoffs, Jordan Love wasn't healthy, but the way they played last year, winning 11 games, you tell me a football team wins 9 games and 11 games, consistently makes the playoffs, and not one time goes to the Super Bowl?
Well, now you're saying goes. You were saying win as an ultimatum.
Win. No.
Win.
I expect to have a shareholder ring on my finger within the next 4 to 5 years.
Well, Strope's been holding tickets in his right hand, his left hand. Yesterday, they were between his toes.
Yeah, my left foot yesterday. You don't want to know where they are today, though.
Where are they?
You don't want to know.
All right, well, why'd you say that?
You just don't want to know. The good news is you don't have to touch them. If you want to win a championship, and I'm talking about a fantasy football championship, prep starts right now.
Oh, you have to be grinding right now.
Prep starts now, and it starts especially coming up Wednesday, April 23rd at the Tundra Trio, because the Fantasy Focus Football Podcast, the 06010, great theme song, will be live at the Tundra Trio in Green Bay. Right now, caller 9 gets a pair of tickets to the Fantasy Focus Football Podcast live in Green Bay. You're not going to want to miss it. Field Yates, Stefania Bell, Daniel Dopp, all the in-betweens. Liz Loza, she'll be there too. 800-990-3776. Caller number 9. That's 3 plus 3 plus 3. 9. Caller 9 right now wins a pair of tickets to the Fantasy Focus Football Podcast live at the Tundra Trio. Full contest rules, ESPN Wisconsin Contest.com.
800-990-3776. That's for the Fantasy Football Podcast. You also want to remember that number coming up next for a little Frozen Pizza Friday. Gotta send you into Frozen Pizza Friday and to the weekend on the right note. You'll hear Strofe on the phone lines giving away those tickets. We'll get to more Kyle, Bruss, and Ortman. We have to share that we have some exciting news. Something is scheduled in the books for Kyle and Ben, and Kyle has no idea what he signed up for. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I said, baby, we got to do more sucking. And so I called the company. I said, listen, y'all put this thing in here. Y'all need to come on.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Northbound on 43, we have an accident right about at Keefe. It is off on the right shoulder, but just watch out for delays coming up from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to that point. We've also got on the southbound side some delays from just south of Silver Spring all the way down through the Marquette. Westbound 94, an accident that's got the left lane blocked at Mitchell Boulevard. That's making for nasty delays all the way back to the Marquette interchange. And then we've also got an accident on Loomis heading northbound right at 894. It's off on the right shoulder. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, mostly clear skies, frost with a low of 34. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and pleasant, a high of 54 at the lake, 60 inland. Weather is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Visit any of their 6 locations in the Milwaukee market today. Try your first wash free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
April Brewers action rounds out with the matchup against the Tigers and Athletics. Catch the series opener April 14th as the first 10,000 fans get a Brewers t-shirt designed by Unfinished Legacy. Then get Brewers collectibles at back-to-back games against the Athletics. First up, Peanuts Night on April 18th, featuring a Franklin Bobble with special tickets. And don't miss a Brewers football jersey for the first 25,000 fans April 19th. Get set for an action-packed April at Brewers.com.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
No shortcuts, no compromises, just the job done right. At Exterior Pros, we don't just meet expectations, we crush them. Every nail, every window, every shingle is a step toward your home's next chapter. From the moment we start until that final reveal, we're committed to making your home better than ever. Quality products and craftsmanship you can count on. Go to the pros for your next project. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274.
Tailgate season, company victory party, don't let your event fall short. V Private Bar Services delivers the winning play with expertise. We're talking custom cocktails, top shelf service, and an atmosphere that'll have your team pumped. Forget the watered down beer and basic mixers. Get the VIP treatment for your corporate events with bartenders who know the perfect pour. V Private Bar Services, where elevated hospitality runs through our veins. Explore vprivatebar.com and leave the mixing to us.
There's a winning magic powering up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This April, prepare for an exciting quest to $300,000 in the Enchanted Spins slot tournament. Just conjure your rewards card and play slots to earn drawing entries. Each Thursday, 60 winners will compete for thousands in cash and prizes. Let your journey begin with Enchanted Spins, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
At Mentality, they leave no man behind. A friend of Mentality suffered a nightmare in January when his teenage daughter was paralyzed after a truck accident. Mentality will be hosting a fundraising event on Friday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at its office, 2534 North Mayfair Road in Tosa. There will be silent auctions, a 50-50 raffle, food trucks, and free men's health screenings. All money raised will go to purchase an Action Track chair. Consider stopping by to help this local family. It's Friday, April 18th at Mentality from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
This is the Friday Turn Up with DJ Strofe.
First thing you think of is what?
Hangover?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Have to.
I like this choice.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman taking song suggestions from you, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. We're playing them on the bump back. I want to know, based off the amount of times, so Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Super Bowl 50 runner-up, Brad Nortman, longtime punter, basically sharing his life with us on these airwaves about how great his life is, making us all feel jealous that we didn't get to live the luscious Brookfield life, NFL life, Lake Country life, estate life, Ponte Vedra Club and Inn life.
Ponte Vedra Inn and Club.
Whatever it is.
It's been a good journey, boys.
What's the best professional athlete? Like, if you could choose your professional athlete live, what would you do? Be a punter like Brad?
I don't know another position, another sport that could beat being a punter in the NFL.
What about being a professional golfer?
Yeah, golfer's not a stress.
You see Tiger Woods' body falling apart? Heck, he no.
Well, I think he did like.
What about a
Navy SEAL
bullpen
stuff.
pitcher?
Listen.
Well, now that's intriguing.
No, I
see. Brad's like, that's a lot of downtime.
I mean, it's a lot of downtime. You want to figure out how can I do the least amount and get paid the most amount. That's what's.
But that's why I wouldn't choose punter, because like you're very comfortable, but you're still like if you had triple of what you made in the NFL, you might not be as frugal.
That's fair.
That's in baseball.
That's fair.
And a relief pitcher, a very good relief pitcher, can be paid pretty well, more than what you got paid as well. Only to throw 60 innings, 50 innings,
50 to 60 innings.
I mean, that's crazy.
A year?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yes. So that means they only trot out there maybe, I don't know, 40 times maybe. You actually trot out there out of 162 games.
Right now, up on the list, it's not Pommy, Prison of the Moment. A college basketball athlete right now, 30 games to make $1 million or more?
I mean, yes, it's great, but you got to go to class.
You don't have to go to class.
Kyle, if you're getting a $5 million check.
There's a stipulation that you can't get kicked out of school. You cannot get kicked out of school and get paid.
The fact that I'm sitting in this seat right now with a college degree of the University of Wisconsin, anybody could pass a year to make some millies in college sports.
You're right. You're right. But
college responsibilities compared to adult responsibilities? Are you kidding me?
Anything you want with any bankroll you want.
I would much. College campuses are fun though. You're right. I was gonna say I would much.
You have
rather
no responsibility.
Yeah,
you've got.
You think you have responsibility, but you really don't.
Even the walk-ons at these schools can have fun.
Well, that's not the conversation here. They ain't gonna be making no money as a walk-on.
I'm just
probably feeding the program to get the players.
Not making any money, but I'm just saying. Well, you're right. College basketball, you're the king of a college campus and get whatever you want. That's
at
great.
Such a young age. And you still get the thrill of playing the game and all that kind of stuff, man. The college basketball
backup quarterback. There's probably some
backup quarterback.
Now that's a good.
But there's some angst of like at any moment, like you could be just thrown into the fire, and then 300-pound men are trying to rip your head off.
Long snapper and punter are probably long snapper might be better.
But there's the money component too.
JJ's still in the league. How many tackles does JJ have in his career? How many times does JJ actually touch somebody?
Oh, that's a great question.
How many times a year?
He keeps his own personal stat called an ITV in the vicinity. If he's in the vicinity of the play,
Give me
he feels
that.
like he got the win.
Snap and run downfield. They don't expect him to make the tackle.
Yeah,
they
but you
expect
got
him
to
to
block
snap.
people. You got to block people that are basically trying to go right up that
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I'll happily block people. JJ Jansen is pushing 40, and he's still in the NFL right now.
Taylor chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. An MLB pitcher that pitches every 5 games.
Nah, that's too much stress too.
It's a lot of innings. It's a lot of innings per game too.
I would be a relief pitcher.
The backup quarterback, the thing is, there's no expectation, right? If Jordan Love goes down, we had no expectation for Malik Willis. It's just like, well, if he can just do okay, I
There's
guess
a lot of
that's
boo
success.
birds. How many times do punchers get boo birds?
Well, I'm not getting the boo birds. I'm approaching the field when maybe the offense is getting booed.
Exactly. That's
not about you.
That's the backup quarterback. I'm saying long snapper and punter are the 2 best positions in the NFL. Especially,
I agree.
Special teams down in the NFL, being a special teams guy, I would do that too. Run down the field on kickoff when 90% of the kickoffs are going out the end zone.
I mean, I literally, as a punter, can't get touched. Think about that.
You
In football,
can.
Yeah,
but there'll be
I'm
a
protected.
penalty.
Yeah, I'm protected. You
You're
gotta protect people. Like
Pretty
me
good
out there.
actor, from what I heard, and a couple of those roughing the punters.
If only NIL was back then. That old falling in the
That
Big
would
Ten
have had you a
championship game.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Jesse Nelson chimes in, the producer of Wildy and Tausch.
Oh wow, Jesse, what are you doing up this late? Working this late on a Friday at that.
He's in his car or watching on YouTube at his home.
Hey, Jesse.
He says being an ESPN content manager sounds like the best job. That was I had to read it just so you could play that.
You can't play that enough.
One more for good measure.
Jesse, can I just ask? There's no way you could say that. Your job is extremely stressful. You have to manage people.
Ooh, Chris chimes in the 262. You know who's got the best gig in baseball right now?
Who?
Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, what is he?
Designated hitter.
DH is good, yeah. You just gotta get there.
Just get up and hit
DH.
bombs.
Yeah.
Come back
That's a
to the
good
bench, watch your guys field.
Yeah, no, that's a good life.
If you're good at it, I mean, woof.
that's
And
all
you
Big Papi
can make a
did.
lot of money.
Big Papi made a lot of money at the end of his
Swing
career.
the bat. Don't got to go out there, and if you can't make an error.
Baseball.
You can say, "Hey, how come you made that error?"
If it wasn't for the fact that you played so many games in so many days,
162.
yeah, that's the problem.
It's a lot of travel.
a lot of moving around. Like you just wanted to, like, dang, I just need a day. Like I don't want to go to the park right now.
Like I'm trying to think it. Like I'm trying to go obscure because like soccer makes the most money, but damn, that's a lot of running on the field.
No, but if you're on the bench, no matter.
What about
Backup goalie?
What about like a
Backup soccer goalie.
Oh, that's pretty good. What about like
backup hockey goalie? They usually split a
a
lot.
jockey? You're only doing like 5 races a year, and it lasts like five minutes.
No, but they do more than that.
They do a lot
just
more
don't.
than
You just
that.
only hear about the Triple Crown.
They go all. They travel all across. It's not a glamorous life.
In your defense, I mean, the race is like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, and the horses doing all the
They do a lot of training early, like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. with the horses.
Yeah, I don't want to be
when the horses are most alert.
I know I don't mind.
That's when I've been with my buddy who owned horses. I watch them train like really early in the morning.
Ooh, I want that.
To be a jockey, you gotta be short. Nobody wants to be short.
Hold on. Your buddy who trains horses?
He owns horses and hire the trainer.
Bob Baffert?
No.
You got a jockey friend?
No.
Dude,
not
that
a jockey
horse
friend.
world's
He's
a lot of
a
moolah
part
on that
owner
one.
of horses.
Do they race in like events?
Yes, I used to go to Arlington Park, and they used to race. He used to go to Saratoga and all
Does he
all
make-
these horses.
he makes good money.
I mean,
wanted
it's
to
a
buy
loss leader.
I wanted to buy into like because
The amount of times I bet on his damn horses to win, they lost. He'd be like, "Oh, today's the day for Monday Pirate." He's
isn't
a
that
Jimmy Buffett
insider
fan.
training? That's illegal.
The amount of money I lost on Monday Pirates.
Hey,
he's like, "Today's the day."
Isn't that illegal for him to give you inside tips on betting?
No, he can bet himself.
Well,
Well, all the horses
How
have.
can he bet?
They're all like have odds on them as well.
But how
It's
can you
all-
bet in a sport that you're a part of?
I don't know. It's horse racing.
All right, did you just snitch on your guy?
He doesn't. He's not retired anymore. Statute of limitations.
Oh wow!
I never said his name.
You
I
said
guess
the
said his
horse.
horse.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I have no visual evidence of him ever placing a bet, nor
All his
inside
trophies
information.
and money is going to be taken away from him because of you snitching on him, Ben.
They ain't that many trophies. Trust me.
Andy Williams?
No. Are you looking for the
singer?
owner?
I'm looking at the. That's the trainer. The owner is Lone Pirate Racing LLC.
Why are you putting his business on the air? Go to break.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Is one of the things that your girlfriend gets upset with is you interrupting her like this?
Probably. I just complimented you. What the hell? Stroh feeds you something in your ear and you Ron Burgundy verbatim what he says? I set you up for something, you jerk.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The most magical major of the season. The return to glory. It's Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. That green-colored jacket awaits a new home this weekend. Leaderboard updates, special guests, and picks for who's going to win. Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. Taking a round at their beautiful Lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course with deals for just $15 a person. LakeLawnResort.com.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you. Growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you. Buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you. Building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
Drum roll, please.
Carbliss is here with refreshing new flavors. Introducing their Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. Let the summertime flavors of blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, and grapefruit whisk you away from the winter blues. New flavors, same great Carbliss perks. Every handcrafted cocktail still has 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories. Find the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack in store wherever Carbliss is sold and enjoy your winter passport to paradise. Grab a pack today and discover why less is more with Carbliss.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. Happy New Year. How's business? Do you really know? We recently worked with several clients who thought they knew, but didn't because their books were not in order. Imagine thinking you were making $1 million, but because your books are a mess, you were really only making $200,000. Quite a difference. Imagine finding out expenses were not properly recorded or sales were double recorded. If these happen to you, we can help. We work with our clients to clean up their books and give them the information they need to know where their business is now and where it is going in the future. Don't wait. Start on the path to less stress, more cash in your pocket, and no more sleepless nights. Call us at 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net today to book a meeting. We can talk over Zoom, the phone, in our office, or your place of business. Yes, we like to visit our business clients. Don't wait any longer. Call 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
Oh, can't show you in there. Why not? That's the bathroom. We need a new shower bad.
Think your shower is one of the ugliest in Wisconsin? Upload your photo by April 30th to goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contest for a chance to win a free shower remodel. One lucky fan will win a free shower remodel from Kohler Services, including design consultation, demolition, and removal of your existing shower or bath, and installation of a brand new Kohler Luxstone shower. goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contests. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
This is the Friday Turn Up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
See, I don't need no hook on this beat. All I need is a track in the background. My headphones out, the block going around, and I'ma rip.
You trying to sing the clean version?
I don't need no hook on this beat.
This is
Murphy
a
Lee.
Ben Bruss special.
Oh,
this
okay.
is Ben.
Yeah.
So who is this?
Murphy Lee.
Murphy Lee.
Oh, I
St.
know
Lunatics, Murphy Lee.
I know the Shake Your Tail Feather song.
Of course you do. Because
Bad
of what
Boys?
movie? Bad Boys
Bad
what?
Boys 2.
Very good, Bradley.
Did you ever
Very
shake your
good.
tail feather?
I shake my tail feather, Kyle.
Oh, that's interesting.
I feel like you are too stiff to have the term "shake your tail feather." Like it just.
Yeah, I'm not a.
Like if we said Brad twerk, I don't know if there's anything to twerk.
Yeah,
Let's not do that.
To probably none of your surprise, I'm really not that great of a dancer.
Have you ever
I'll be
twerked?
dancing at Ben Bruss' wedding, but I need some carbless in me. I got to really loosen up.
So you have shaked your behind before? That's what you're saying?
Sure, yeah.
Oh wow!
Haven't we all? Haven't we all?
Listen, you know me.
All right, so
I do know.
I'm
I'm
actually glad you
I've
brought
seen
this
you
up.
shake your behind
Have you now?
here in the studio, I believe.
Oh,
So as the wedding is coming up August 22nd, I learned at my fiance's brother's wedding that, you know how I have the tradition through Badger men's basketball that the last song, have I talked about this, is Piano Man?
Yes.
And you got to drop your pants with your
Drop your
underwear
pants.
and you
Such
put
a
arm in arm.
bizarre-
You guys are doing that at your wedding?
Oh, of course.
Are
We
we
got to
invited
continue
to
the
do that?
tradition.
No,
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's invited?
Everyone's invited.
Are you going to do it, Kyle?
Wait, hold on a minute.
This seems illegal.
Hold on. There's a complicated part to this I've never asked. You don't wear underwear.
I will have a pair there for that moment.
Oh, so you won't
When I
wear it
go
the rest
to
of
when
the
I
night.
when I go to Badger basketball weddings, I always bring like some
Do you
pair
own
of
underwear?
I don't anymore, so I'm going to buy one specific for the wedding to do this. But I learned that one of their family friends at this wedding brought in this inflatable Godzilla. And it's part of like their family friends and their family, all their weddings, they bring in a Godzilla. So be prepared for a Godzilla.
What?
Wait,
My
who?
fiance's dad doing the worm and the pants dance for Badger basketball.
Interesting. I
This
didn't
is-
realize I was signing up for
I
a
know.
clown show.
Hey now.
I'm just saying,
I
you're
thought
talking
we were
about
just gonna
pulling
get
down
it.
Call
your
having
pants, a Godzilla, somebody doing the worm. I thought I was just going to see you, do your
I
nuptials.
was boogieing at the wedding, by the way. Full Boogie Ben.
At the wedding you were just at?
Brought it out.
What is are you a good dancer?
You can ask my fiance. She was in
she's of
shock.
course gonna
No.
say
She was in
yes.
shock. Because I always knew as my dad was a disco dance teacher. My brother was in musicals.
It was in my blood.
I knew it was in my blood. And man, is it in my blood. And you guys can be the judge and laugh at me. Don't really give a damn.
It's your wedding, so you can do what you want. That's all I'll have to say about that.
It is a Frozen Pizza Friday, which is always on the docket for the Brust household. Don't want to cook, don't want to clean, just want to have delicious pizza. So, you never know what's in the Palermo's prize pack, but it's always good. We always hear from the people that win and say, gosh, that's one of the best prizes ever. So, be the Frozen Pizza Friday winner at caller 12, 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776, as it is a Frozen Pizza Friday here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Could be a pizza cutter, a lot of pizza coupons, maybe a little apron. You never know what they're going to put in there. Frozen Pizza Friday, 800-990-3776, caller 12. Jim, Matt, and Molly are up next in Madison, Corey and Wally in Beaver Dam. And, of course, Kyle Brust and Nortman continue next with you on 94.5 ESPN and streaming on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. 2 minutes.
Sell out with me, oh yeah. Sell out with me tonight.
Well, we still have a few problems out on the road. First of all, on 94 eastbound, right about at Blue Mound Road, the left 2 lanes are blocked with emergency vehicles and this crash. So watch out for backup stretching all the way back